Hi guys, this is mukami-the-environmentalist. Last time we talked about what you need to start out as an associate environmental consultant, and we talked about those things. I said one of the things that you need is your certificates and your licenses so that you're certified consultant. Then the next thing that you need is experience, credibility, trust, confidence. That is what you need so that you can be able to build your clientele, and then you get your referrals, and then your business, boom. Then now, what don't you need when you're starting out? You have your certificates, and now you're building your experience, and you're building your credibility, and building trust, and building confidence. What you don't need, one of them, is a company. Yes, I know, yes. You don't need a company. Get it from me. You do not need a company when you're starting out. You don't. The only thing that you need are your certificates, like I said, and your experience, and your credibility, and your trust, and your confidence. You do not need a company when you're starting out. Reason being, if you're starting out, you don't even have the experience. When you're starting out, you don't even have your clients. And even if you got your first, second, third client, you are of course working under supervision of a lead expert. You have an expert who is supervising you, who signs for your report. So you don't necessarily need a company. Don't start thinking about a company when you're starting out. The company will come along, not when you're starting out. So don't be bothered about registering a company. That process will happen, but not initially. You can practice without a company. Build your personal brand. Build you. Let people know you. Because even if I could be an environmental consultant who is working for somebody, but when I leave, I am going to live with the brand that I have created for myself. So the most important thing is your personal brand. Make sure you are good with your clients. Make sure you're good with your work. Make sure you have built the trust with your clients. Build the confidence with your clients. That is what is going to sell you. The company is not going to be involved when you're starting out. So avoid registering a company. It's not necessary. You can do without. Trust me. The next thing that you don't necessarily need when you're starting out is a website. You don't need a website. No, you don't need a website. If you're starting out, get your certificates and go. You don't necessarily need a website. Website will come by later, not when you're starting out. Don't be bothered about things like logos. Don't. When you're starting out, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you. You know how many experts we are outside here? You know how many consultants we are? So many of us. Do you know how many clients know about environmental consulting? Not many. So the first thing that you need to do is to build confidence, trust, experience, credibility. And all that is personal brand. Build you, sell you. Nobody wants to know your company. Nobody wants to know your website. Nobody wants to know your logo. People want you to deliver. So work on yourself and how you're going to deliver solutions that your clients need. Solve their problem. Don't need a logo. You don't need an office. You do not need an office. Get it from me. You don't need an office when you're starting out. You're from school. Get your certificates, your confidence, your trust, your credibility, your experience. Go. You don't need an office. An office will come, but not when you're starting out. You will need an office later. When you get there, you need it. Time will tell. Next thing that you don't need is the branding. Like I was talking about the logo, the clothes, the shirt with your logo and all these things. You will need them later, but not now. Trust you me, now you don't need them. Don't be bothered about all these big things. When you're starting out, I know it's a disappointing because you have to practice for about 5 to 8 years before you become a lead expert. Being an associate means you must work under the supervision of somebody. So all these things are not necessary as of now. The first thing that you need to know, maybe the first year, the second year of practice, is to get the experience that you need. Become an expert in your field. You could have decided to do business consulting, you could be doing strategic planning, you could be doing communications, you could be doing PR, you could be doing whatever consultant you are. What you don't need is these big things. When you're starting out, the first important thing is to get your clients, and how you get them is when they can trust in you, is when you can deliver, so that they can be able to refer you to their friend or to their other partners. So you need that first. I'm talking about the very initial stage. Once you have started getting clients, you have a clientele, you have some people who are referring you, have gained momentum, then now you can start thinking about a company, you can start thinking about an office space, you can start thinking about these things. But when you're starting out, my friend, don't be bothered. Don't let your budget be eaten up by these things. When you're starting out, make sure you are mainly focused on you as a brand, and on getting the papers, and on getting the client and the experience. That's all. These things will come. For example, in environmental consultancy, the moment you have been able to do these small jobs, where of course everybody must start somewhere, and then you can register a company so that you can start doing big jobs like tender jobs. You can start applying for, such. But when you're starting out, you need a client whom you're talking to one-on-one, small jobs that you deliver quickly and fast. So then you start growing. Okay? So if you're just from school, get your papers and start working. Don't be bothered, don't be disturbed about all these things. And get it from me. So as I said, I want you to subscribe to my channel so that we can keep talking more about consultancy, about environmental conservation and such. Till next time, keep subscribing, liking this video, sharing it with a friend, and of course, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Till next time, bye.